Hello, fourth graders. Today you are going to be getting into the PLP program and you're going to be working in two of your courses, language arts and math. So I have here, this is a fourth grade student. I have logged in through Clever. You may have to click sign up with Clever after you click the tile in Clever. But then it will bring you to this page right here. So I want to just give you an overview of what PLP is going to look like. When you log in, this is your landing page. It tells you the latest activity over here on the right, and then here you have some tabs. This is the overview tab, and you'll have all of your courses listed right here. So these are what you're going to be working in on a weekly basis, and you scroll down and you see them all. Then the next tab is your report card. Once you complete activities that have grades associated with them, you will see them here. You are also going to be looking in PowerSchool to get those grades, but if your grades are not in PowerSchool yet, you may be able to find them here. And then we have this daily activity tab, and this is what I'm going to be using to mark your attendance for the day. So this tells me when you logged in, how long you worked, how many activities you finished. So this is what I'm going to be looking at for your attendance. And then this last tab is messages, and you are not going to be using that. So I'm going to go back to overview. And today you're going to be working in your language arts and your math. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on language arts. And then this is going to be your overview page of the entire course. Now, you are going to see listed on this screen every single assignment for the entire semester. So, I know this looks overwhelming, but you are going to be focusing just on what assignments are going to be due for the week you're working in. And this screen doesn't specifically say due date, but you're going to be looking at this column right here. It says PACE date. So today is August 10th. So you are going to be looking at lesson 1. It needs to be finished on August 10th, 8/10. Now today I also want you to go back and look at this student resources needed for the course. You don't have to do much there, but because that was for yesterday, the 9th, I want you to go look at that. So what you're going to do, so for today, you're going to start here. You can access this from two places. So this green box up here tells you start your next assignment. This tells you where you've left off and what activity is next. So you're going to either click here or here. And what this tells you is just what you're going to need for this class. So you're going to need 2 different books. And we haven't addressed this yet with you or your parents, but these will be provided. More information to come on that. And then when you're done looking at this or reviewing it, you're going to click Mark this activity complete. I'm not going to click that because I'm in an actual student account and they need to do this themselves. When you've done that, then you're going to click Next Activity. Now, when I click this right now, it's going to go to Lesson 1. Okay, now if you remember back on our last screen where it said the PACE date, lesson 1 is what you need to complete for today. So here is your entire activity or your entire assignment for lesson 1. Now you can either read this yourself or use the screen reader that you have already watched a video on how to use. So you're going to go through your lesson, either read it yourself or have it read to you. I'm going to keep scrolling. Within your lesson, you may find videos that you need to watch, like this one here. You're going to have pictures and graphics to look at and to read as well. And then you're going to get down to this review here. Now, this is for you to actually click and answer the questions. So the directions say choose the best answer. To understand a story, one should blank closely and carefully. Which word best completes that sentence? And then you're going to continue through this, answering all of your questions. Oh, let me go back up. When you see different types of selections, so like for number 4, it says choose the best answer, and there's circles. That means you choose just one. When you find one that looks like this that has check boxes, then you want to make sure you're reading the directions carefully because you're going to be choosing more than one. So it says select 5 that apply. Okay, so you're going to select 5 different ones there. I want to scroll down to the bottom to show you something. Okay, so this has 13 questions. If you take a break while completing this review, so let's say you stop on question number 10 and you take a break, you want to make sure you click this button right here. It says save and exit. If you don't save and exit and you time out and it automatically logs you out of the program because you've been away from your screen for too long, it's not going to save your answers for question 1 through 10, and you're going to have to do that again. Okay? So if you do not finish this all in one sitting, you need to make sure you click save and exit. Now, when you are done with question 13, don't just let it sit there either. Make sure you click this next button, and it will save your work and take you on to the next activity. Okay, so that is very important. I want to scroll back up because we did pass some other answer types. So here you have a text box. This means you're going to be typing your answer. And then here we have drop-down menus. So you're going to be choosing the best answer for number 1. All right. Okay, I want to remind you too. So see this picture here? That was earlier in the lesson. You can scroll back up during your review and look at that graphic to help you answer those questions. Okay, so let's go back. Go back a little more. Okay, so we talked about language arts. Let's go to math. It's going to look the same as language arts when you come in here. So you have start your next assignment. You'll see that the pace date tells you the 11th. Today is the 10th, but I still want you to get into the lesson and start working on it so you get a feel for what these lessons are going to be like. So again, you can click here on your start your next assignment or down here. I'm going to click down here this time. And it looks very similar to our language arts lesson. So here's your lesson 1, the place value chart. And you can either read this on your own or use your screen reader to read it to you. So it looks very similar to language arts. So some of your lessons may have a game built into it, so you would click the begin. I'm not going to click the begin because then there's music that plays that I can't turn off. So you would click the begin button and play the game. And then again, you have a review. So same thing as language arts. You're going to work through this. I believe there are 20 questions on this one, so I'm just going to scroll down. Yes, 20 questions. So again, let's say you're ready to take a break at question number 7. You need to make sure you click save and exit. Or when you come back, you may not have those answers still logged in here. If you save and exit, it'll save your answers and you can come back and pick up where you left off. Once you're done through question 20, you're going to click this next button. Okay, I think that is all I have for you in the PLP program for today. And this will get you started, get you familiar with the program. So again, you're going to be going into language arts and math and looking at your pacing guide and working on both lesson 1 in language arts and math today. As always, please email me if you have any questions.